Welcome to Hawaii Day 4. This is Kona, right? So this is on the island of Hawaii. This is a different port than yesterday. Yesterday, if you're following along, we did Volcano National Park, so a lot of walking. So this day we decided we're going to be in Kona. We're just going to get up, explore the little town that's right off there. We didn't have to rent a car or anything. Go get some Kona Coffee. Thought it'd be a relaxed day. We ended up walking a lot anyway.
We did.
But the day was short. We actually used this day to explore the ship a little bit more too. So we were only on the island for a few hours, really.
Yeah, something to note if you are someone doing the cruise like we did, the Pride of America cruise, you do have to take a shuttle from the ship to port.
And in order for you to do that, you do, even if you're handicapped, you have to be able to transport on your own.
Yes.
So this was the only day that we did that, where we were docked off shore. You do have to be able to transport. So if you're not able to do that, you won't be able to get off the ship this day.
Yeah, so that is something to note, something to consider.
We went to Kona Coffee. Take an Uber there. Do not walk.
It was very far.
Walk sucked.
It did. It was uphill. It was very hot. I was pretty over it by the end of it.
You're like, oh, it's only like 4 miles.
Yeah.
It was bull crap.
It was not fun. But Kona Coffee, awesome place. I have a Kona Coffee bean coffee bag that I was able to get here. That's a really cool souvenir. Still have to get a frame, but I'm going to frame it. I think that's a great souvenir if somebody really loves coffee and you want to get them something.
I got hot black coffee, and they thought I got crucified for that. You guys thought I was crazy.
Yeah, it was way too hot out. We went to Kona Brewing Company too. So this is where Kona Brewing Company is, and right next to it is this cool little shopping center that has a really good chocolate place. And I think I still have some of the chocolate. They have one, it's dark chocolate, and it has the Kona coffee beans in it, which highly recommend.
Of all of our brewing companies we went to, though, we actually went to the Maui Brewing Company, and we didn't even put that in our video on Maui.
No.
This was definitely the place to go.
Yeah, this one was really cool. The food was great. The drinks also great. Really cool merch that you can get. They had an awesome blanket that I was very tempted on. I'm looking at it right there. I was very tempted to get that woven blanket. I think it was the longboard logo.
Yep.
And yeah, overall price and everything like that, it was nice. We both did flights, so we got to try a bunch of different beers, but it was really neat.
You can actually, when you see the menu or the placemat in front of us in a minute here, you can actually pause the video and you can see some of the different beers, because that's where they put the flight glasses right on the placemat.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you walk up to, or if you take an Uber up to Kona Coffee, you could walk from Kona Coffee to here. It's only like a 5-minute walk. So you could walk to here and then take an Uber back into the middle of town and then explore the town and shopping area. But food here was really good. The drinks were really good, and for it being in Hawaii, you weren't paying like tourist pricing. It was very reasonably priced, everything. So yeah, I thought everything here was really good.
I did too, yeah, and I'm pretty sure Tom joined us on this day too. I don't know where he's at.
So that's the placemats, and you can see every single little beer there if you want to pause it.
Yeah, and a neat little souvenir idea. You can actually buy the little...
I did buy that.
Yeah, you did. You can buy the little flight placemat, which I think is really neat to do. These are like the shopping center areas that are right there in town. As soon as you get off the ship and you get off the dock, this is where you are.
I would say this will probably be the day, if you're on the cruise ship and you wanted to try to find like a little knick-knack or a souvenir.
Yeah.
This would probably be the day I would tell you to get that.
Yeah.
There's all these little shops here, and you're not paying tourist pricing here. This is like local little shop prices. So this is probably the place to go to get the souvenir, or I would tell you just hit the ABC store up in the airport.
Yeah. You can really... ABC store... You can find anything at the ABC store. Yeah, but my first time going.
These stores here were a little bit more personalized.
They were. Yeah, they were nice to have. But that's pretty much the port. It's just a bunch of shops. And...
Little town. You can walk around the little town. You'll see we walked. There was like this whole little like boardwalk area that wasn't open when we were there. We were there earlier in the year. This was either February or March, I believe, when we were there. So for whatever reason, the shops and stuff weren't open, even though it was pretty hot. But I would assume further into the summer they have like an in season where a lot of those shops will be open and there'd be more to do.
Yeah.
There, but they do have Dole Whip.
Yeah, for my Disney friends, Dole Whip was prevalent and available, which was really nice. I've never seen it anywhere uh, but Disney and one other place, which I'm gonna keep a secret. But Dole Whip is a hot commodity in this household. I
There's
thought
our
that
friend
it
Mark.
was, yep, there's Mark Forcelli. I thought that it was super, super cute little town. And it was a nice day. It was a nice day to kind of relax. It was very hot, and it still was a decent amount of walking just because, we didn't rent a car or anything. But for the most part, it was a good day.
He has a company bucket hat.
Of course he does.
I didn't know that those existed with our company. But yeah, so as you can see all the way down the end of this walkway, he was pointing. That's where we're actually going to go. That's where the boardwalk area is. I will tell you that when we were here, we actually were running into a decent amount of homeless people.
Yeah.
So it felt a little less safe than
some of the other islands.
Yeah, it seems like a more of a drug prevalent area. So if you're like with little kids, you might maybe want to stay on the ship this day. It was a little less safe than some of the other places. But this is a little boardwalk area. A lot of these little shops were closed, but as you can see on the right hand side here, it's a lot of just little knickknack shops. We're not gonna
town stuff.
We're not gonna, we walked in and out of these, but I'm obviously not going to show you every single little tiny shop, or it's going to be a 50-minute video of us walking around shops. But you get the idea of what those are. The ice cream place is here. There was a food place down here on the end.
Mm-hmm.
But I would tell you, if you're on the Pride of America, just take this day to make use of your free dining and complimentary food. I didn't realize there's a portrait of a rooster right there. You could.
They're everywhere.
use this day to get some free food. Yeah, I'm sure you spent enough money by this day into the cruise.
Or even use this day just to relax a little bit on the ship and, catch a hot tub while no one else is on the ship.
I think on this day,
the spa.
I think we got off the ship a little bit later. I think we got off the ship around like 9 o'clock, and we were probably back on the ship by around 2 or 3 o'clock. And we kind of just hung out on the ship a little bit. Relaxed a little bit after the Volcano National Park day.
Yeah.
And there's the Dole Whip spot. And then the day after this, we do a lot more hiking and all kinds of stuff on that day too. So.
Yeah, we do.
But yeah, we'll let you finish watching the rest of this video. It should be about over. And we'll catch you on the last day of the cruise for us. If you didn't see in our ship video, we were... a day at dock was taken away from us. So
yeah,
we didn't have all the days. We only had one day at Kauai. So we will see you on that day, and see you there.
Bye.